Well, so I've come out of the house. I haven't made any sandwiches up and all because I knew I wouldn't be too long out the house, and it's only like a short journey I'm doing. So when I get back home, I'll be having me 3 boiled eggs for breakfast as usual. Then later on I'll have some sandwiches, pork and stuffing. Oh, son. How are you? Now it's very unusual. He knows that dog's up ahead, and he's still staying with me. He's going so far, but he's coming back. He's not doing what he used to do. He used to be terrible. Any dog, he'd be off and forget about me. But now, now that he's more mature, he goes to see a Lober, he comes back. But also he doesn't nick off to be with other dogs now, whereas he used to every time. So it's a little bit easier taking Bear out for walks now. Right? Every now and again he misbehaves when I'm shouting him back. He doesn't come back. But like I say, he's improved immensely since I first started bringing him out. And one of my first walks with Bear was here on this Belmont Viaduct walk, and it was snowing. The ground was just full of white, thick snow, and he thoroughly enjoyed it, because obviously being a puppy, you don't know what snow is. So obviously he was thinking, what the hell is this stuff? Oh, I love this, running through this. So when you're used to just seeing everything green in front of you, then all of a sudden everything's white. Gives you a different perspective. Right, let me turn now, see if anyone's coming behind me. Nope. Right, so these are the bits of cliffs that people practice a bit climbing, just that little bit there where there's a gap between the trees, so they can get close to the rocks to start climbing up them, just as a practice. So it's very rare I come and do this walk where I kind of get to the Belmont Viaduct, but because of the rain and the width of the river and the speed it's running, that's one time where I haven't been able to get to the Belmont Viaduct. But never mind, I've been there several times before in the several videos I've made on my YouTube channel, in my what do you call them, when you put them all in one folder, playlist. So if you look through my playlists, just have a look, anything to do with Belmont Viaduct or Belmont Car Park or something like that, just something to do with Belmont, and you see all the videos that I've done previously. Now I think I've mastered my videoing to keep my camera in the middle of my chest and slightly pointing upwards as well. Like I say, with these 3 crocodile clips clipped to the bottom of my pad, which is like lifting up away from my chest a little bit, so it's pointing slightly upwards as well as forward. So whenever I remember, I just pull the shoulder straps down so it corrects it and straightens it up again. But I don't have to have my hands like lifting it up anymore, because it's good enough in the position it's in. And when the dog's off his leader anyway, I'm not getting pulled and my chest is moving, so it moves the camera. Here he comes. Hi, son. Once again, he went round the corner, couldn't see us, and he's turned around, come back. You're getting a good dog, son. You're getting much better, aren't you? Your recall. Who's getting a good dog? Are you getting better, son? Are you getting better going out with your granda? Are you going to the park? Are we going out? Are we going to the park? Going out in the car? You going out in the car? Good boy, son, good boy. Going out in the car, son. Right, so you can see the river does out right behind bend here, going back towards the pathway that comes down from the car park. So this time I'm going to go straight on and head towards Durham City. Right, so think about back there, you've got the small cliffs, then you get round to this right hand bend and you see this absolutely huge flat boulder which used to be part of the mining, where they would use that as an anchor point, and the ropes used to go across the river to drag something over. I don't know exactly what it was for, but they were used as anchor points. So I've been told, like, when you look at the history of Belmont, you can find bits and pieces of the history. Right, so I'm still on the same first battery that was fully charged. I just unplugged it just before I came out, so it was fully charged. So I'll get a long period of recording on this one battery. And like I say, I've got 30 spare in my waistcoat pocket here. And when I come to my time lapse, I'll just press record on the battery that was in there. Just turn it on and press record for time lapse video, because you get approximately 8 to 10 minutes off a full battery just recording on its own without having me DigiPower plugged into the side of it. So what that'll do, but there's not much to see anyway because the weather's not that great. And right, if you look through the gap in the trees, you can see how blue the sky is. So, and that's where I want to be, where it opens up on the grassed area there, and you've got that drop down right next to the water. So I'll continue along to that grassed area around the corner. And Bear loves to go in the water, so I'll get them all washed off. Get rid of a bit of that dog smell that you get from when they're sweating. My car was absolutely stinking of them, so I bought those smellies, like Christmas tree scented pads that you hang up. But I didn't want him biting at them if I hung them up in the boot where the bad smell was, where he jumps in. I put them in the back doors of the car, just sitting in the side pockets, so he kind of get them, but the smell, the aroma still circulates the car. So now when I jump in the car now, I've just got nice scent, not dog smell. But I can hear the river running downhill, the waterfall. So I'm back to the waterfall now. Just here, where you cross over the two little streams. Good little sitting area that when it's dry. If you wanted to have a sit down. Right, so I can see the green metal bridge that I cross over ahead there, 250 yards. But this is a nice little water feature. Just here where the water comes cascading down from the top up there. And it branches off into the Y junction just there. So you can see all the water cascading down those rocks just there. It's about 18 to 20 foot drop. It's weaving its way through the rocks and just dropping off each step as it goes down. Right, so back along and over the green metal bridge. Here he comes. Hi, son. Good boy, son. Good boy. How it? How it? How it? Giz it, yeah. Giz it, yeah. Giz it, yeah. Giz it. Go get son. Get son. Good boy, son. Good boy. Let's give him a bit of run. Something else I'll bring up as well. I've just recently started looking into buying a replacement Epson printer cum scanner all in one, because the one I've got is like an old one, but it works fine. But the lid that you lift up when you put things to do scanning on the scanner part, I thought the back hinges would snap because it's just plastic, but when I moved it after I bought another Epson camera, like second hand off eBay, and they've got these little problems like error messages, like paper jammed or paper not in cassette 2 and all that kind of stuff, the usual. But then I found out that Epson, in their wisdom, are ripping people off by the new technology, the Epson Expression XP range of printers. They put counters in them so that when your inks have spilled so much to go in the waste ink pads, which you never used to have before, when the counter counts down to a certain percentage, it shuts down your computer, your printer, so you can't use it. It'll say waste ink pad out of service, and you can't do anything with your computer, your printer. It just stops working. So you've got to start buying this software program so you can reset the counter back to 0 and buy new waste ink pads to put in the plastic cup, which captures the waste ink which spills from when you're printing. So Epson was ripping people off, trying to get you to go, either throw it away and go and buy a new one from Epson, or contact Epson, which will tell you to send it to them to do a service on it, and try and charge you between £70 and £100 to service and repair your printer, which is a bloody scam. So Epson are just a big scam. Now, when I got this XP 950, I think it was, it had the message on the front window, ink pad, waste ink pad, at the end of its service life. So like I say, I've got this program I downloaded, and you just open it up and tell it to reset the counter clock, and I've set it back to whatever, and the printer comes up now, so I can get into all the menus. So because it's a good printer as well, I've got it for next to now buttons on eBay because of the message. I bought new waste ink pads to put in when they come, and a brand new set of 6 inks to put in as well, because that's going to be my new up-to-date brand new printer because it's in bloody good nick, this printer. And I think I got it for about 32 quid, but they're 190 odd quid new from Epson or the shop. So, but when I looked at the old one, which is the RX 585 photo style printer, it works great. I mean, I had just updated all the inks on it as well and tested it, because when you've got send things back to eBay, they send you a return label and you've got to print it off. So it's a costly experience to buy like the 6 inks just to print off a bloody return label. So I started messing around with it, cleaned it all down again, did the printing head cleaners, cleaned them, printed it off. Now it's working fine. All the colours were fully printed out, no zigzag missings or bits and misses in the print, so it's still in good nick. But like I say, I've got an up-to-date printer now, which is up to date today for 2025. So I'm going to use that one and just buy everything new for it. So it's bang on brand newish, so I can use it. But fancy Epson doing that, scamming people, putting counters on their printers. So what happens is, when you're printing it, there's excess ink comes out all the time, or even when you do like a print test page, the ink drips out of this little tube and drops down into your waste ink cartridge with padded soft pads in there to collect it and soak it up. So when they get soaking wet and they don't work anymore, that's when your machine kicks off and says your waste ink thingy doesn't work anymore, it's out of service, blah blah blah. So you need to replace it. In other words, more money buying the waste ink pads and trying to get you to throw your Epson printer in the skip outside, or contact them and they'll say, oh, send it off to Epson and we'll fix it for you and charge you between 70 and £100. So they're not daft, are they? But because I'm tech savvy and I know where to look, I do searches for the software that you can do, because after reading about it and doing a bit of research online, I came up with the answers for to be able to do it yourself, exactly what the service engineers do. So that's how I resetted my XP 950 that I've got. And I've got another one, an XP 8700, that's got a paper jammed message on the front, and I've tried all different kinds of ways to try and get that to work. But even after I've tried putting paper in, new paper in, and actually pushed it in the back and pressed, like, you know, go, it feeds the paper all the way through, so there's nothing jammed in the inside. It's just a software problem by the looks of things. So what I've learned as well by watching this guy's video on YouTube, you've got to make sure that you download Epson drivers from the Epson site and use them, not Windows. Like if you plug in your printer to Windows 10, it normally finds it and like puts its own Windows drivers in, but they don't work as they should properly anyway, and that's part of the problem. So I've ordered new waste ink pads for me XP 950, and I've ordered new printer cables to print to me to plug into my computer via USB, so I can try the software. And I'm going to try and reconnect this 8700 that I've got, XP 8700, and install Epson printer drivers from the official website for the 8700, and I'm going to see, like, put it through its paces again and see if I can actually clear this paper jam message that comes up on